right in the goddamn face, sends him flying. That's my bike, fool. And that's another iconic line, chat. And then Chris Tucker, he comes in over. He's like, you just got knocked the fuck out. Even the guy's dad comes over. He goes, oh, he's like, you want some too, old man? He's like, no. Red, get your goddamn scrawny ass up here. And they get in the car and they fucking drive away. They fucking drive away, chat. Hello, I just wanted to thank you for clicking on my video, and I wanted to let you know not only do I create content on my YouTube channel here, Class in a Glass, but I'm also on Twitch where I play single-player games, multiplayer games. I do movie reviews, cartoon reviews, and a whole bunch of other stuff. Also, it would be a big help if you can check out my Patreon, where you can gain access to audio commentaries, reactions, and the ability to submit questions for my podcasts and videocasts. And all that content can be found in the links below. In the meantime, enjoy the video.
Friday.
Don't ever come by here, okay?
But now, my friends, let's get into the scene by scene breakdown, chat. Of course, this movie starts with the narration provided by Chris Tucker. And he's saying, it's like, first of all, you got shit to do on Friday, so what I'm going to do for you, good sir, is I'm going to get you high as hell. That's what he's going to do. He's going to get fucking Ice Cube high as hell. We don't know it's Ice Cube yet, chat, but it's true. That's what he's going to do. And that sets the movie off. That establishes the tone, chat. That some doobie smoking shenanigans are about to occur, chat. They're about to occur. What did I do, strike one? What did I do, strike one, fire? Well, what did I do? What I do mean strike one. That's what they say. I mean, I don't know those exact fucking words he says, but he basically said, I'm gonna get you high. You got fired on your day off. You're a loser, Ice Cube. You're a big dumb loser. I'm gonna help you out and get you high. You need to sit down and relax, my friend. And that's what he goddamn does, shit. And then boom, we hear someone knocking on the front door of Ice Cube's home, chat. It looks like some Jehovah's Witnesses, and no one wants to get up, chat. You got John Witherspoon. He's sleeping next to his lovely wife, chat. He's dreaming of two things, chat. He's dreaming of chicken, that two-piece special, and all the fries you can fucking give me, chat. He eats a lot in this movie. That's kind of a character trait of his. He eats a lot, he farts a lot, and he shits. He takes monster shits, chat. And I was like, oh my god. I remember that when I was growing up and I saw this movie. It's like, ooh, the goddamn shit bombs he releases in the bathroom, chat, and then forces his family to come inside and talk to him. It's like, no, I don't want to talk to my father on the toilet. No fucking thank you. That is gross. Absolutely gross. Red Badger, I'll be doing the watch party after my review of Friday. So his wife's trying to wake him up, but he just wants the two-piece chicken special, chat, and all the fries you can give him. We have Regina King, which I'm like, I forgot Regina King is in this movie, chat, and she is gorgeous. Not to say that she's not gorgeous now. She's beautiful, but it's like, whoa, she is super, super attractive here. She's the cutie patootie in this movie, chat. I was like, oh, look at that. The thing is, though, this is funny. She doesn't want to mess up her hair because she changes, like, hairstyles. She's going through different phases in the movie, and she sleeps with her head on her hand like this and constantly falling forward so she doesn't mess up her hair, chat. And I get, not all of it's real, though, either. She's got fucking Ice Cube makes fun of her later in the movie about her hair. But then, chat, we cut to Ice Cube himself, the titular character in the film, chat, Craig. He looks like a Craig. Jay kind of looks like a Craig. And he hears this knock. He's like, well, fuck it. I guess I'm the one to get up. 8:30 a.m. on the goddamn dot. He puts his slippers on, chat, and he wanders through the door. He opens the door, and you have these two very elderly, round women. Round, chat. And they're saying, excuse me, Ice Cube, have you heard about the Lord? Have you heard about Jehovah's coming? He's going to come. He's going to save us all. And Ice Cube promptly slams the door in their faces. And the one woman says, you motherfucker. She says some other things, too. There's a lot of words in this movie that I cannot say, so I have to sanitize it for myself, chat. You motherfucking vampire, you! Let's get out of here. That vampire doesn't know what the hell he's doing. You fucking vampire asshole, and they leave, chat. Instead of using the word, chat, I'm gonna call them vampires. I'm gonna do the Donald Glover thing, chat, where he wasn't allowed to use that word growing up because chat. I mean, it's an offensive word. It's an offensive word, especially when my people say it. When my people say it, chat. So I will call them vampires. Vampire, please. Exactly, Dark Slayer. I'm not single anymore. Ironies. My boyfriend's name is Chris. What? Oh, that's amazing. Oh my God. And so he's like, well, I'm up now, so I am hungry. I need some food in my tummy. And so he goes to the kitchen, chat. And I could tell, Craig, chat. Craig, he doesn't have a job. I can easily tell you he doesn't have a job, chat, because he's not panicking, get up to work like all his other family members. But he immediately goes to the kitchen, chat, opens up the fucking pantry door, and sees the Captain Crunch, chat, and he goes, ah, hell yeah! And he grabs that Captain Crunch, chat, and this giant fucking plastic bowl, chat. It's like a chip bowl. It's like where you put chips and pretzels and shit in. It's like, that's too much. And he pours the entire box of Captain Crunch inside the bowl. Now, who would do this? What monster would pour the entire cereal inside of a bowl, chat? Listen, I know he's a big guy. I know he needs the sustenance, but Jesus Christ. Well, maybe someone else on that morning wanted some goddamn Captain Crunch, chat. Why are you having all the Captain Crunch? Ice Cube. And so he has the Captain Crunch, chat, in his big fucking bowl, and he needs that milk. So he goes to the fridge, chat, grabs the milk. Now, weird things happen here, chat. I'm like, wait a minute. You're playing this up a little bit. It almost feels kind of stage acting in a way. But he then promptly has his milk, chat, sits down, at the table, and he's so excited. He has this giant fucking spoon, like this ladle to eat all the cereal with, chat. Sits down, pours the milk, and only like a little bit of milk comes out. It's like an eighth of a cup of milk. And he's like, the fuck? I don't have milk. And he's very upset. And he's like hitting the goddamn milk thing if it's stuck in there or something. It's like, what? You just by holding in your hand, you would be able to tell there's not a lot of milk in here. But apparently Ice Cube, he says, no, I have to act and showcase that I am very unaware that I cannot tell the difference between a full gallon of milk and a gallon of milk that has no fucking milk in it. And so he's so upset. He goes back to the fridge and he's upset. We don't have any goddamn food in this house. And he closed the fridge, and who appears before him, chat, like a specter? Goddamn John Witherspoon plays his father, and he's sucking on grapes, shit. He's eating these goddamn grapes, and listen, if you're into ASMR, listen to John Witherspoon eat something, chat. He's one of the best out there. He could have had an entire career doing ASMR videos on OnlyFans. He would have had a lot of success, chat, as that, because he is just smacking on these grapes, chat. And he's looking at Ice Cube, and he's like, why do every time I come in here, I see you. I see your big fat ass always eating all the goddamn cereal. That's what I'm telling, chat. Even the Captain Crunch. Maybe some of us would like some Captain Crunch this morning. And he's just like, well, I'm just upset because there's no milk. And he said, boy, I could say that. Boy, just put water in it. Just go to the sink, fill up with water. That's what I used to do. That's what I fucking used to do when we didn't have goddamn milk, when we had some big fat ass eating all the goddamn cereal all the time. Go use water. Thank you, Doug. No wonder he shits a lot of fiber. A lot of fiber, a lot of meat. It's true. How come every time I'm in the kitchen, you're in the kitchen? I know, it's a great goddamn lie. And so at this point, Ice Cube, he does not want to do that. And so he then proceeds, chat, he's about to throw out all the goddamn cereal in the trash. And fucking Joe Lisbon's like, what the fuck are you doing? And he's just like, I'm throwing this out. He's like, why are you throwing this out? There's no more milk. God damn it. What did I tell you, boy? Fucking fill it up with the water, okay? You're going to eat that. She's like, fine, I'll eat it. And he's like, no, don't fucking sit that. You sit your ass down. I have a question for you, Ice Cube. He's like, what? Why? Well, I told you last night to throw out the trash. He goes, yes. And he goes, why then is the trash still here? And Ice Cube goes, I fell asleep. He goes, God damn it, boy, fucking pick up that trash and take it outside right now. And so he goes outside. He's like, he's all upset. And he goes outside, chat, and he's dragging the goddamn garbage bins out there. And we see this little kid, chat, and we're going to call him the bicycle boy. He's the bicycle boy, chat, and he's a little shit. He mocks Ice Cube for taking the trash out. And Ice Cube doesn't like him, chat, because this bicycle boy, all he fucking does all goddamn day with his friends is knock over everyone's trash in the neighborhood. And he's an asshole. Don't do that. It's a pain in the ass to pick all that shit up. Because the garbage man ain't going to pick that shit up. He's going to just go, well, can't do it. He'll fucking drive right by. And everyone has his fucking trash in the front lawns, and it gets stinky and smelly. So this kid's an asshole. He's like, I'm going to fucking get you, bicycle boy. He's like, you're not going to get shit, vampire, because I can't say the word. So he goes back inside. She goes back inside, and his mom, she's making dinner. Breakfast. Hell of a fucking breakfast, chat. She's making eggs. She's making pancakes. She's making bacon. She's even having some leftover pork chop shit. And Ice Cube, he's fucking excited about this. He cannot wait. Badger the Puppies. I bet Chris loves a certain scene blaster with that kid. Oh, yes. There's a certain scene with that kid. I'm like, yes, it's great. I love it. It felt so good. Retribution. Revenga was at hand, chat. Don't worry. That kid's going to get it. He's going to get it, chat. It's going to happen. But At this point, you have, Mom's, she's making breakfast. Ice Cube, he's sitting down. And, Regina King, she comes on in, chat. She's got to get to work. The thing is, she's working on her hair. And fucking Ice Cube's like, there's not enough fucking horse hair in the world to fix whatever the hell's on your head. Making fun of her hair. She's like, fuck you. And she's slapping him. She's trying to hit him, chat. But, John Witherspoon, he comes, he's like, stop slapping everybody. And he's like, listen, Ice Cube. Oh, no, not at this point. Like, when he comes back inside, his mom says, your father wants to see you. So he's like, well, where is he? He's in the bathroom. He's like, God fucking damn it. And he goes to the bathroom, knocks on the door. And meanwhile, Chad, John Witherspoon, he is shitting his ass off. I mean, you have all the canned fart effects. You hear just the turd chat plopping into the water. It's wet. It's very wet. It was wet. It was wet going in and wet coming out, chat. It's just like, oh, and you just hear, he's got that spray just like, God damn, like the entire time. It's like if there was an open flame, chat, everyone in the house would die. It would just fucking explode, chat, of the amount of gas. He has a collapsed anus. That's what it is. The amount of gas that John Witherspoon is expelling from his body, chat, would kill everyone if there was a candle inside the house. If there was a single open light. I hope it's not a gas stove. Chat. I hope that shit's electrical because everyone's going to go up in a goddamn inferno. But he's, boy's like, boy, get in here. He's like, Dad, I don't really want to talk to you on the toilet. He's like, listen, I've had to smell your shit for 22 goddamn years, all right? So now you can smell my shit for 5 minutes. Get your ass in here. He's like, oh, God. And he's like, oh, Jesus. And he's like, listen, all right? I know that your mom didn't want to tell me, but she told me anyway that you lost your job. He's like, how the hell does a guy get fired on his day off? And he's just like, I don't know how I got fired my day off, and he's like, all right, listen, you need employment. You either go back to school, or you get employment, okay? And I have an application there for you. Fucking Ice Cube picks up the application. He goes, this is to be a goddamn dog catcher, basically. That's what John Witherspoon does. He's in animal control, chat. He basically catches animal for the state of California, chat, for the city of Los Angeles. And he wants to get Ice Cube in the business. And Ice Cube, he doesn't want to be no goddamn dog catcher. And John Witherspoon, it's a great job. But Ice Cube is like, I don't like dogs though. I hate dogs. He's like, I don't like dogs either, son. And what I get to do is I get to fucking see a dog. I get to kick it in its ass. I get to grab it. I get to choke it a little bit. Just fuck it. It's amazing. It's the best thing ever. It's so cathartic for me. It brings me life. And there's few people get to do something that they love for a living, and I do that, son. I get to choke the shit and beat dogs. It's wonderful. For those of you who are dog lovers, don't worry. Fucking Joe, this one's gonna get his later in the movie. Badgers, thank you for the 5 days. Chris, have you ever done anything like talk to your parents while they sitting on the porcelain? Like when the door's fucking closed. Sure, I'm not in there watching, like sitting down with my dad going, now listen, son. Oh, like I'm not doing anything like that. No. Absolutely not. Blessing Gabriel, I have not done the watch party for Mandalorian. That'll happen after the review. It's going to happen after review, guys. No, don't even worry. Don't even worry about that. So, he's like, you got to get a job. Okay, when I come back here, I want to know that you spent the day looking for a job. Now, does Ice Cube do that? He does not. He promptly does not do that. But he's got other things on his mind, Chad. It's Friday after all. And he goes and sits down at the fucking breakfast table, Chad, at their little dining table. Regina King comes in. She's trying to fix her hair. Ice Cube saying, there's not enough fucking horse hair out there to fix whatever the hell's going on in your head. And he's like, they're fighting and shit. Then eventually, Joe Witherspoon, he comes in, and he's like, I gotta get to work. He has his bag of grapes, Chad. Still has his bag of grapes, which he should have rinsed those first. I mean, he's gonna get the E. coli over him, Chad. He also said, listen, I'm just gonna warn everybody right now, don't go into the bathroom for like the next 35 to 45 minutes, okay? You'll die if you go in there. Goodbye, family. And then he gives his wife a nice little smooch, gives his daughter a nice little smooch, and he fucking just slaps the shit out of Ice Cube and he leaves. Meanwhile, Ice Cube's like, Mom, where's my plate? And she's like, this is fucking for myself. Why don't you go ahead and eat some cereal? Eat the Captain Crunch. I know you like Captain Crunch, so I get it for you, baby. And he's like, Mom, there's no milk. She says, just use the goddamn water. He's like, He's very upset. He's very upset about it. And so he goes and sits outside, chat. And who comes down the goddamn block, chat? Fucking Chris Tucker, Smokey, chat. Ice Cube's best friend. Thank you, Roxy, for the 5 days. Always quote that after taking a shit. No one used the bathroom for the next 35 to 45 minutes. Please. And chat, again, The entire, I mean, the movie was already very funny when you had Regina King, you have Joe Witherspoon, even the actress who plays the mom, I don't know her off the top of my head, but she does also a very good job. But the movie just really just brightens up when Chris Tucker comes on screen, and he is in command of every single scene he's in. Even when he's just playing the supporting character, chat, he's just such a naturally charismatic performer. They're like, you're just drawn to him instantly. So it's like, okay, this guy knows his shit. So when he enters in the scene, chat, he instantly takes control of it. And all the thing that Smokey wants to do for the entire time, chat, is fucking smoke that shit. He wants to smoke doobies, wants to smoke joints, everything, okay? And Ice Cube, he hasn't smoked that shit. You know, Chris Tucker's always trying to get him to smoke, always applying that peer pressure, but Ice Cube's like, I don't do that shit, man. It's just not for me. I drink. That's my vice too. I don't really smoke, chat. I'm all about the drinking, as you obviously know. And so me and Ice Cube, we are very similar in that way. But fucking Smokey, he can't help himself. He's addicted, honestly. Like he is constantly jonesing for the doobie smoke, chat. And Ice Cube's like, dude, just fucking settle down, take it easy. He's like, I gotta smoke this shit, man. I gotta smoke this shit. But he can't want to do it yet because his mom's still inside. He's like, God damn it, I gotta do it. Regina King, she comes out, chat. She's walking. She's going to her car. She's gonna get yourself a goddamn job, Craig. Who gets fired on their fucking day off? Thank you, Bachelor 5 Biddies. Chris, if we ever meet, bring my 5 biddies. I can bring my 5 biddies. Sure. And Januni, welcome to stream. Break yourself, fool. Yes, that's what he says. But she's like, and then she mentions, like, who fucking gets fired on their day off? And then Chris Tucker's like, what, you got fired, man? I'm sorry about that. What's this about you getting fired on your day off? And Ice Cube explains, well, apparently they saw someone on the camera. I went in to get my check because he was going in yesterday, chat, to pick up his check. But then his boss said, you're fired. And he was asking why. Because I saw you on the security cam stealing boxes. I guess he works at I'm not sure. It's not really implied where he works, chat. But I assume it's someone with some boxes. He's in shipping, I suppose. And apparently he was calling camera and lifting that shit. Although Ice Cube, he denies it. I'm under the impression, chat, that it was not him lifting those boxes. I don't think he did that. He seemed rather upset. So I'm going to take him at his word for it, chat. I don't believe Ice Cube was lifting those boxes, chat, and selling them around L.A. I was like, nah, I don't think he would do that. But Chris Tucker gives him a hard time for it. Eventually, Ice Cube's mom, she walks out and she says, God damn it, that crazy bitch of a vampire keeps calling this house, okay? You gotta end it, son. Apparently, the crazy bitch of a vampire, chat, is Ice Cube's girlfriend, except he doesn't like her, chat. Why are you in a relationship if you don't like her? Doesn't make any goddamn sense. And apparently, she's crazy, chat, because eventually, he goes in, he's like, okay, I'll go ahead and talk to her. And instantly, she's like, I saw you at the goddamn theater with that girl. What were you doing? He's like, I don't know what you're talking about. I wasn't at the theater last night. She goes, yes, you were. I saw you. And she's playing this fucking very loud music, chat, playing the hippity hop. I believe it was the hippity hop. She was playing, and she's yelling at him, and he's just like, I don't know what you're talking about, and he hangs up on her. But, she knows that he was cheating, chat. She knows. She knows he was sneaking around. Eventually, the mom goes to work, and she says, just be sure if you hear the phone, please pick it up, write down the messages. If you're going to stay here, not do anything, not get a job. That's his job, chat. It's the 90s, okay? They don't have an answering machine. Write down the goddamn messages. And so, most of the movie, which I like, chat, it felt very much like Richard Linklater, where it's a slice of life film, and it's really just Ice Cube and Chris Tucker sitting on the porch and just seeing all the shit of the neighborhood right before them. It's like a goddamn sitcom, chat. Like people passing by, their neighbors, and all the neighbors, everyone that passes by, chat, are very, very entertaining. We get this, the one person who passes by, I forget the girl's name, but it's a girl that Smokey and Craig, Ice Cube, have a crush on, chat. Trying to remember her name. I think her name is Debbie, played by Nia Long, who looks so cute. She's just like Regina King, chat. She is adorable. And she's walking by, chat, and she's fucking doing her morning jog, and they're like, ooh, damn. They're like all about it, chat. And they're looking at her ass, and she's like, hi, guys. And she's super sweet, and they're like, hi, Debbie, how you doing? Oh, no, we'll get to Mrs. Parker. We're going to get to Mrs. Parker, chat. Thank you, by the way. Edman for the host. As I always say, guys, the host means a lot to me. Help spread the word of the Revenants. There's the words going out there, Chad, to get me more Revenants and hopefully more Huckleberries. Thank you again. But Debbie, she is super. There's a lot of very beautiful people. A lot of very beautiful women in this movie, Chad. I was like, wow, goddamn. And some, they're like, okay. The reactions to each and every single one is very appropriate, Chad, for every scene, men and women. But they see Debbie walk by. Or run by, and they're like, God damn, she's so hot. And Ice Cube, he's got a big old crush on her, and Smokey got a crush on her too. But Chris, you got a girlfriend already, man. Just fuck it, forget it. You don't need her. You got your own girl. He's like, that girl's crazy. And he's like, Eventually, Chuck, they see Mrs. Parker. They see fucking Mrs. Parker as they're walking down the goddamn block, chat. They got to get some smoke. They got to smoke, and fucking Chris Tucker needs to get his weed. Got to get his weed, man. And so they pass by Mrs. Parker, chat, and she is wearing this like tied together T-shirt, like the checkered tied together T-shirt, chat. Ass all up in the air. She's just watering the fucking dirt on her lawn. There's a single goddamn plant in the middle of her lawn, chat, and she spends all day just thrusting her ass out there, and she looks good. Mrs. Parker looks fucking hot. Looks beautiful. And like, hi, Mrs. Parker. And she's like, hi, boy. She's like, and Chris Tucker under his breath, he's like, when are we gonna fuck, Mrs. Parker? She's like, what? He's like, oh, nothing. I didn't say anything. And then, eventually they go back to Smokey's house, chat. Open up, trying to get inside because his mom's trying to get in, but she's always locking the goddamn door. Why are you locking the door in the middle of the day, Mom? Because it's dangerous outside, Smokey. And he goes in there, and the mom, she's all she wants to do, Chaz, watch TV. That's all she wants to do. It's like, leave me alone, goddammit. And so Smokey and Ice Cube, they go to Smokey's room. And that's when Ice Cube observes, like, Smokey, I think you have a drug problem. Because he sees all the drug paraphernalia, chat, posters, pictures of just weed. Loving posters and pictures of weed. And Smokey is just like, listen, don't tell me what the fuck to do, man. I can stop anytime I want. He continues to smoke that shit. Now, it's dangerous that he's smoking this shit, chat. Because it's established. He is working for a drug pusher, chat, a gangster, if you will, named not Snake, not Snails. Is it Snails? Oh shit, I'm trying to remember what his name was, chat. Hold on, give me a second here. Worm, big worm, chat, big worm. And he's like, and he has like a really terrible Jerry curl. There's a scene earlier, I think, where Big Worm's like, how much have you sold? He's like, I sold a little bit. And he's like, you're not fucking smoking my shit, are you? He's like, I'm not smoking your goddamn shit, man. I'm not doing that. Vampire, please. And, he's like, okay, if you're fucking smoking my shit, I got to bring the boys on you. That's what we got to do. I got to get you. We're going to go right up your ass, Smokey. He's like, I'm not smoking your shit, vampire, okay? Shit. And so, but he is smoking that shit, chat. And he's profusely smoking the shit in his bedroom. And eventually, fucking Smokey's mom comes in. She says, boy, I need you to go to the convenience store and get me some cigarettes. He's like, all right, well, you better give me some money. She's like, okay, sure. She gives him exactly $1. She says, this is not enough. And she says, you're going to make it enough. He's like, God damn it. And so him and Ice Cube, they get in their car, and they go to the convenience store, chat, where there is a crackhead right outside the store. This character, he just wants crack, and he just needs $2. He's like, I will suck your dick for $2, or I'll wash your car for $2. And fucking Smokey's like, God damn it, man, Jesus Christ. And eventually they go inside. Smokey gets the cigarettes, the crackhead, chat. He's going to get some of his malt liquor. He can get some of that malt liquor, chat. But, he tries to feign distress. He feigns like, I slipped on the goddamn floor. My back, my neck, and my back. He was all upset. It's like the sun. It's like the sun, chat. It's like the sun. Is it Azil? I'm gonna call him Azil. I'm gonna call him Azil, chat. Good old Azil. And but the workers. Also, there's like a really offensive thing that happens here because the one guy was just mopping floors, chat. He's kind of like the I guess the manager of the place, or the head custodian, and stock boy. He's like, get your ass up here. Get the fuck out of here. Eventually they get out, but there is like the one cashier, chat, who is Asian, and they have that ding, 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 ding. As soon as he fucking rises, there's like a gone, chat, as he appears. It's like, oh shit. This movie does not fucking give a shit about stereotypes. They're like, no, we're all about the stereotypes, baby. We're putting them all out there. Thank you, Darksaber with 5 days. A black-owned shows. That's right. It says black-owned, and it shows an Asian man. That's what it is. That's very fucking funny. That's very. I mean, it could be. It could be. He just could be the cashier. Just could be working there. We don't know. But they eventually leave, and Chris Tucker, he bought Azil the malt liquor, and he says, "Okay, motherfucker, you okay, vampire." You got to be at my house and wash my car. He's like, I'll be there later this afternoon, man. I promise. He just drinks the fucking malt liquor. And eventually they drive back. By the way, Chris Tucker's car is just a piece of shit, chat, because that shit doesn't even stop. It's constantly backfiring and shit. Sounds like gunshot. People going, wow, Jesus Christ. They're all like, ah. They keep wincing every time it passes by. Eventually they park the car, but it keeps going because the fucking brakes don't work anymore. And so you see Chris Tucker just hanging out of the car trying to stop it with his feet. And it's like fucking up his legs because he's kind of got like a limp now. It's hilarious. Eventually, they go ahead and they sit their asses back down, and fucking Bernie, and fucking Chris Tucker gives the cigarettes back to his mom. But then he comes, they sit back down the porch, chat. There's like so much of the movie, chat, is just them doing this. It's that porch gets a lot of fucking screen time, chat. That boombox got a lot of screen time. That wooden box, which comes in handy, gets a lot of goddamn screen time, chat. Hides all their valuables, their jewelry, their watches, their electronics from Debo, who shall soon appear, chat. We shall soon witness Debo. Oh, he's coming up, baby. He's coming up. But eventually they sit there, they sit their asses back down, and fucking Bernie Mac, he wanders over. And, Smokey, again, what's Smokey doing, chat? He's smoking. He can't help himself. He's just fucking addicted. And, the Ice Cube is like, man, put that shit away. The preacher's coming. Bernie Mac's coming. He's like, fuck, man. He probably needs some weed, too. He probably likes it. And, preacher comes over. He's all prophesizing and all that shit, asking where Ice Cube's mama's at. And he's like, she's not here, man. And, Bernie Mac, notices Chris Tucker smoking that weed. And he's like, vampire, can I have some of that weed, please? He's like, no, motherfucker, this is my goddamn weed. Get your own goddamn weed. He's like, I need it for my cataracts. I need it for my medical purpose. I don't care. But then, chat, Bernie Mac notices Mrs. Parker across the way sees that ass. They didn't even say, oh, shit, she's bending over. They go, what? And they all look at her ass, chat, and it's out there. It's like, ooh. Bernie Mac's like, all right, see you vampires later. I'm going to go talk to Mrs. Parker. Damn, he goes over there, chat. And he's charming her and everything. And they're watching like, oh, my God, they're about to go at it. And, yep, they go inside the goddamn house, chat. They go inside the house. And they continue sitting out there, and fucking Chris Tucker continues to smoke the weed. And we get some other characters that pass by, chat. One point we see Felicia. She passes by. She is the sister of Debbie. She is not nearly as pretty. She doesn't really take very good care of herself, chat. She's got her pants on. She's got her upper cracked. She's got tread marks. It's like, oh, God damn it. It's like, she's just gross. She doesn't take care of herself, chat. And she's going up. I assume she is on the drugs. She's on the drug. And she needs some money. She's asking Ice Cube. She's asking Smokey. And they're like, we don't have any fucking money for you, okay? Get the hell out of here. Bye, Felicia. Whereas that whole saying was crazy. I think that's one of them. I mean, this movie has a lot of iconic lines, but I think that is probably one of the in the top 5 at the very least. Like, each scene, I think, has an iconic line. And, like, this one is one of them, chat. Bye, Felicia. You just hear it in pop culture. I remember when, I forget what it was. Like, some news reporter used the chat to describe, like, a specific person in regards to, like, the Trump administration. I forget what it was, but it was fun. I think it was, like, I don't know, was it Sarah Huckabee Sanders, maybe? I forget, but it was very, very funny. And so she eventually leaves, chat. But, shit. Who do they see fucking coming, chat? Debo. They see Debo coming, and they see Debo riding that little goddamn bicycle. It's like, what the hell? Like, this huge man, chat, Tiny Lister, which he is anything but tiny. And you just see him on this fucking bike. It looks so humorous, chat, but everyone's fucking terrified of Debo. And Chris Tucker, he's just like, shit, man, Debo's coming. And that's another kind of line. Debo's coming. That's an iconic line. And Ice Cube was like, well, what happened? What went down with him? He's like, let me fucking tell you. We get a flashback to them playing some dice, chat, playing some dice. Chris Tucker, he was winning. Debo says, that's my money, fool. He's like, that's your money, sir. And eventually, though, we get this one guy who Debo acquired the bike from, chat. Forget his name. He works at, I think he works at, like, UPS or something. We're going to call him the skinny UPS man, chat, who runs like this. Who runs like this in the movie. Tuck in your chains. And he said, like, he was there with his father because he won his bike back from Debo because it was stolen from him. And Debo, he is like, oh, you want your fucking bike back? Well, here, come over here. I'll get your bike back. And Debo just fucking cold clocks him, chap. Pow! Right in the kisser. Sent red. Thank you, Chad. That's why you guys are here. You come up with the names here. He hits fucking red. Right in the goddamn face. Sends him flying. That's my bike, fool. And that's another iconic line, Chad. And then Chris Tucker, he comes in over. He's like, you just got knocked the fuck out. Even the guy's dad comes over. He goes, oh, he's like, you want some too, old man? He's like, no. Red, get your goddamn scrawny ass up here. And they get in the car and they fucking drive away. They fucking drive away, Chet. I love it. You know, it could be like both of ours. That's what he says. And Debo's like, vampire, please. And so... you know, he comes up, and before he sees them, though, before, you know, Debo makes eye contact, or at least attempts to, Chad, because they got that lazy eye. That lazy eye is going every direction, Chad. It impedes his vision, impedes his peripheral vision. And Ice Cube and Smokey, they hide all their jewelry, their watches. Smokey has a beeper, Chad, so good old Big Worm can keep track of him. Puts it underneath the little wooden box. And Debo comes on over, and he's like, you got something on you? He goes, I don't got shit, man. We don't got shit. And he starts, like, patting Ice Cube and Chris Tucker down, like, looking for shit. And they're like, what the fuck? And eventually, their next-door neighbor, Chet, who they say he's bougie. They say he's bougie, Chet. He's always wearing goddamn ascot and things. Takes good care of his lawn. He's like, goddamn vampires, please stay off my lawn. And we're like, okay, we're sorry, man. He goes and does his various tasks for the day, Chat. And then he drives off. But fucking Debo, goddamn Debo, I am replacing the N-word of vampire. I am Duma, yes. But Debo, he notices that one of the fancy man's windows is open. And he says, Chris Tucker, let's go inside there and rob him. I don't like it when I'm being yelled at. And Chris Tucker's like, vampire, I don't want to go inside the house. And he's like, vampire, you are going inside the house. Damn it. And so he goes inside the house, Shay. He gets thrusted in there. And they're all wrestling. They're trying to find some shit. But then the fucking fancy man, he's coming back, Chet. Fancy man's coming back. And Ice Cube, he's like, shit, because he was told to make like an animal noise. I think just to whistle. Also, he heard like the phone ring. He goes in there. It's his girlfriend. She's acting all crazy. And he's like, oh my God. And eventually, he goes back outside. He notices that Mr. Parker, Chat, he's a dwarf. He's returning home, Chat, and he's going inside the house. There's a lot of things happening in the scene, but he fucking whistles, and the fancy man, he's just like, God damn it, to stop fucking with me. And then fucking Debo, good old Debo and Chris Tucker, they exit the house, Chef, via the window. And Debo's upset because they didn't get a lot of money. Chris Tucker's like, man, we only got fucking $200. And Debo's just like, my $200 vampire. And he takes that $200 from Chris Tucker. It's his. Chris Tucker's like, God damn it. But they see across the way, chat, to the Parker residence, where they see Bernie Mac in his underwear, in his fucking boxer briefs, chat, just running out, tripping over himself as he is pursued by Mr. Parker, chat, a dwarf. And Mr. Parker, he's gonna fucking get his ass shot. He's coming after him, man. Bernie Mac, he gets in his car. Mr. Parker, he's fucking throwing bricks and sticks and stones as anything he can get in his little fisticuffs, in his little fisticuffs, throwing that shit at Bernie Mac as he drives away for his life. And then Mr. Parker, he's going back inside. He's like, hey, you can tell the actor would like overexert himself. He's like, God damn it, bitch, fucking vampire fit, bitch. He's going up there. And she's like, don't hurt him. We were just fooling. We were just playing around. He's like, get your ass in there, bitch, Jesus. He's like, he's about to lay down the smackdown, chat. Lay down the smackdown. They go in there. Fucking amazing. It's incredible. Like all these different things, just I'm a dwarf, he does. I mean, they are like, we're going to make fun of the fact that he's so small, but it's great. Later on in the movie, fucking Mrs. Parker, she's running out because it looks like the dwarf is just going after her, Chad. Just chasing her ass, throwing her fucking clothes out there, getting them all muddy in the goddamn grass. Zeal, he comes on over later on, picks up those clothes for himself. But... at this point, Smokey's like, God damn it, Ice Cube, you just need to relax, man, okay? In this whole job situation, you ain't got no job. You got nothing, man. You got nothing to worry about. Just smoke with me, smoke. And so he gives a nice little doobie to Ice Cube. He's never really done this before, but he's smoking it. He's getting used to it, chat. Apparently, he doesn't have a high tolerance because, like, after, like, a couple of puffs, he starts hearing some weird shit, chat. You can hear his own fucking heartbeat. His speech is all slurred. Critter's like, God damn it, man, you are a fucking pushover. He's hearing sounds. He keeps hearing like the fucking phone going off and everything. And Chris Tucker's like, fucking just relax. Just relax. I don't hear nothing. Ice keeps just going back and forth. He's like, hey, man, you want some Kool-Aid? He's like, God damn it, vampire. You don't have to even ask me to get Kool-Aid. And so they go inside the house. They go inside the house, and he's got to get the grease for the Kool-Aid, chat. So he fucking opens the cupboard door, and then fucking Big Worm's severed head is in there. And he's like, God damn it, you better not be smoking my shit, man. You better not be smoking my motherfucking shit, okay? I need that shit. I need that shit, vampire. Okay, I'm going to come over there. I'm gonna fucking shoot the hell out of both of you and Smokey. He's like, oh, and he fucking closes the cupboard door because it's terrifying, chat. He saw the severed head of a Jerry curled man. It's ridiculous. He opens it up and it's normal. But then he realizes, oh shit, we don't have any sugar. And Chris Tucker's like, God damn it, vampire. All right, you can't make Kool-Aid without sugar. Fuck, we'll just go over to my goddamn house. We'll get the goddamn sugar. And they eventually get the sugar, chat. They come back to good old Ice Cube's house, and they make the Kool-Aid, chat. They're eating some food. I don't know what the food is, but Chris Tucker, he's eating a lot of the food, chat. He's got the munchies at this point. But then they hear a knock on the door. They hear a knock on the door. Ice Cube, he's still a little high, but he goes to get open the door, chat. Who is it, fucking chat? It's Debbie. Debbie's there, and it's like, oh, it's a big fucking surprise. And apparently Debbie, she's looking for Regina King, chat. Apparently they're supposed to meet up and exchange some stuff. I think she's here to like drop off some things. And like at this point, Ice Cube, he's like, oh shit, I just want to kind of, talk with Debbie, but he's still kind of unsure of himself, doesn't have a confidence, and he's fucking high as shit. So like, there's a lot of things, playing around in his head. Debbie, she wants to go ahead and set up Chris Tucker. She wants to set up Smokey, and she knows someone that he would absolutely love, Chad, absolutely love, this girl. Kind of, he's like, you would love her. I can get her. I can give you your phone number. You can call her up, and she'll stop here like around 7. He's like, for real? She's like, for real, vampire. He's like, oh shit, well, give me that number. And he goes and calls her up, and he's like, oh, she sounds amazing. As Chris Tucker's talking, she's got a very cute voice. She's saying that I look like a Janet Jackson, and I'm thick. And he's like, ooh wee, vampire, I cannot wait to meet you at 7 p.m. on the dot. Be here, girl, be here. Be in front of Ice Cube's house. And he hands her the phone. And then we see, Debbie and Ice Cube. They have a nice little back and forth. Apparently, Debbie's talking about how Debo's always hanging around her house, always hanging out with Felicia. And he's like, Debo's with Felicia? She goes, yeah, but I mean, anytime he gets some weed in him, anytime he gets some like alcohol in him, he always starts acting a fool, chat. And Ice Cube's like, how so is he acting a fool? And she's like, well, he fucking grabbing. He's like, how was he grabbing Felicia? And he starts to mime it, and he's like kind of cuddling with her, and they go like a little back and forth. But then Debbie, she realizes that Ice Cube is also high. He's like, he's trying to like, I'm not high. He's constantly like rubbing and trying to like get all the little weed debris off of him, Chad, all the ash and stuff that they found from the doobie cigarette. At this point, she's like, well, I'll see you later. I got to get going. He goes, okay, bye, Debbie, but not like in a facetious way, not like a bye, Felicia way. Like, I'll see you later. Fucking Smokey, he sees this going down. He's like, God damn it, man. Are you going to hit that or what? He's like, vampire, don't talk about her like that. She's a nice girl. He's like, God damn it, I don't care. And eventually they go and sit outside. They go sit outside, chat. And their friend, Red, stops by, and he's like, how you doing, fellas? And they're like, Chris Tucker's like, hey, Red, how you doing, my man? How's your eye looking? He's like, oh, it's not too bad. Takes it off. And they go, damn! Because his eye is just fucking swollen shut. It's so black and purple, Chad. It's just like, goo. It's like pus. And they're like, oh, my God. You need to go to the hospital, Chad. You need to go to the hospital. Then, oh, no. They hear that fucking bicycle coming, Chad. They hear, Debo's coming. And this boy's like, fuck, hide your shit in the fucking wooden box. He can't see. He can't look down. He's got like horse blinders on, check his eye. So he only sees like this and this. That's it. But, while Chris Tucker and Ice Cube are putting all the shit in there, Red, he doesn't think, I'm just going to hide him under my clothes. That's stupid. You should have done that, Red. Because, as we all know, fucking Debo likes to cop a feel every once in a while. And he's going to get a hold of those chains. He's coming over. He's like, do you fools have anything? He's like, we don't got nothing. But he sees Red. He's like, how you doing, Red? What you got for me? I got nothing, man. But he feels around. He feels Red around chain. He gets the chain. And he's like, Debo, my grandmama got me that chain. He's like, this is my chain now, fool. And then he rides off. And Red's very upset, chat. And he has a really funny run where he goes, oh, and he runs away like this. his arms just flopping. Shaking my head, light-skinned vampires. That's what they say. Oh, that's cool. That's what he says. But he's like, he runs away like this, chat. And like, God damn, that man's about to cry in his car. That vampire's going to cry in his car. And then they see him go away. But at this point, Ice Cube, I think, where does he go? I think he's distracted by something. He's going to talk. Oh, yeah, that's it. Debbie, she comes back because she left her purse in the car. And also John Witherspoon, he has returned as well. Apparently a dog got up behind him and bit him in his ass. Right in his ass. And he's just like, son, Jesus Christ, a dog bit my ass. I got to go lay down. He goes to lie down while Debbie looks for her purse inside. She forgot where she dropped it. It's probably left it in Regina King's room. And she goes in there. But then, oh no, Chad, oh no. Fucking Ice Cube's girlfriend, his crazy girlfriend, she shows up. And Chris Tucker, he's mad. He's mad at Ice Cube for something, I think in regards to Debbie, or for smoking all that good shit chat. And she's like, where is his ass? And he's like, oh, he's inside. And fucking, she goes inside and she confronts Ice Cube. And Ice Cube's like, you got to get your crazy ass out of there, okay? Get your crazy ass out of there. I was also going down, chat, fucking what's his name? Big Worm. He apparently, chat, along with being a drug runner, a pusher, if you will, he also sells ice cream to children, which is fucked up. Which is really fucked up. And you know, he's fucking calling goddamn Smokey over. He's like, where's my motherfucking money, vampire? And he says, I don't have your money, vampire, okay? Listen. He's like, if you're smoking my shit, you owe me $200. You owe me $200. And I'm telling you right now, I don't get my $200 by the end of tonight, 10 p.m., not 10:01, not 10:02, not 10:03, 10 p.m., okay? Pacific Standard Time. If you don't have my money, I'm going to come for you, vampire. He goes, shit, that's not good. So he's a little panicked. Ice Cube learns about this as well. And he's like, we got to get this money. Because he knows, because fucking Big Worm, he blames Ice Cube too. He's Ice Cube's been smoking that shit. You could tell. Because he's not used to the doobie smoke. You can tell when someone's high. You both got to get me my money. So they're panicking at this point. Eventually, you know, Ice Cube managed to calm his girlfriend down. I don't even call her girlfriend shit. He probably shouldn't. But he's like, he calms her down, gets her out of the house, and he starts, listen, could you give me $200? I just need it for a very important reason. I'll promise to pay you back. And she goes, no, that's so sweet. But then fucking Felicia walks by. She's like, God damn it, Craig, Ice Cube, I got to talk to you. And his girlfriend's like, who the hell is that? Who the hell is that, vampire? And he's like, it's Felicia. She's Debbie's sister. I think they want to talk to you. She's like, no, you're cheating on me. And she give you $200. Fuck that. And she fucking drives away. She promptly drives away. And he's like, shit, we're not going to be able to get this money. And he's like, okay, well, I don't know what the hell's going on. It's like, then I think Regina King, she comes home. Her boyfriend drops her off. They always making fun of her boyfriend, chat. And she goes inside the house, and she says, Dad's calling for you. He goes, God damn it, all right. And he goes inside the house, chat. He goes to see his dad, who is sitting on the bed, chat, watching Animal Attack, like a killer dog movie. He's like, yeah, bite that vampire's ass, man. Do it. Get it to Mr. Mailman. Get the Mr. Mailman. And the dog promptly bites the man's ass, chat. Ice Cube, he walks in and says, what do you need, Dad? He's like, could you bring me some water? So he's like, you just want water? He goes, yes, I would like some water. And he goes, all right, fucking shit, fine. And he goes to the kitchen, chat, gets a cup, gets some ice cube, and he drops one of the ice cubes on the floor, chat. And he's like, and he looks at the camera and goes, yeah. And he picks up the ice cube, like, what the fuck's gonna happen? Is that been infected or something? I don't know. And he goes back, here's your water, Dad. And he goes, you fucking running a little late. He goes, yes, I was running a little late. He's like, being facetious. And he drinks the water, but it's got dirt and like griddle and hair. He's like, fuck, Jesus. Eventually, he goes back outside, and Smokey, he's still inside because he's still doing a few things. He's still fucking high as shit. And Smokey, he's got the bubbly gut shit. He's got tummy troubles. He needs to go home and take a shit. Like, he's got to lay down a massive shit, chat. And he goes back home, chat. He's knocking on the door, but his mom's not answering, chat. She's too busy talking to her friends and watching the TV and smoking cigarettes. He's like, I got a shit. And he goes back to Ice Cube's house. Knock on the goddamn door. John Witherspoon answers the door because Ice Cube's busy just freaking the fuck out because he's so high at this point. And, he's like, can I use your bathroom, Mr. John Witherspoon? And he goes, what do you got to do? Number one, number two. He's like, number two. He's like, no, not number two, okay? Only person who fucking takes stinky shits in this house is me. I'm sorry. He's like, God damn it, man. And he closed the door. And so Chris Tucker, he's shit out of luck, chat. So he sees the newspaper, sees the Friday newspaper, chat. He takes that and he's like, I just gotta take a shit outside. And he wanders into like kind of the backyard area between the houses, chat, takes off his pants and just starts taking a big old shit. But then who fucking walks by, chat? The crackhead, the Azil. He's walking by. And he's there, as he said before, chat, he's gonna wash Chris Tucker's car, which I don't know why he would do. I think it's about to fall apart anyway. Thank you, Dark75 Base. I ain't the smartest man in the world, but from right here, it looks like you're taking a shit. Exactly. That's what he says when he sees that. He's like, what are you doing, Chris Tucker? He's like, don't come over here. Don't come back here. Don't come back here. I'm fixing something. He's like, but I might not be the smartest man in the world, but it looks like you're taking a shit. And he promptly is taking a shit. He's like, God damn it, Azil. Do not tell anyone you saw this. He's like, don't worry, man. I got you. I got you. Vampire, I got you. And he wonders, and he goes, hey, everybody, fucking Chris Tucker's taking a shit. And it was like, God damn it, Azil. And he's like, don't worry. I'm not going to tell anybody else. And he continues down, he continues walking away, and he promptly picks up more of the clothes that Mr. Parker is throwing out upon his front lawn, because he can sell that shit for crack. And so eventually, Chris Tucker and Ice Cube, they're running out of options. Things are just not looking great at this point. They need the fucking money, and they don't got the goddamn money. And they don't want to piss off Big Worm, because he probably will fucking kill them. That's probably what's going to happen, chat. And evening, it keeps getting later and later and later. And then eventually, while they're, they're walking around trying to come up with a goddamn idea, they see this one really sketchy car just kind of like cruising down the road, and they go, "Oh shit, what the hell is that?" They're a little concerned about it, and they're like, "Oh shit!" They hide behind a goddamn tree. But the guy just passes by, and they're like, okay, that's it. I don't know. Man, I'm just so concerned about this. And Ice Cube's like, don't worry, I got you. Because then he goes back inside the house, and he promptly he has a gun chat. He acquired a gun, which he showed Chris Tucker earlier in the movie. And he's going to walk Chris Tucker home. He's going to walk him back home because he doesn't want him to be shot and killed by Big Worm. But right when he's about to leave with the gun chat, like he's holding out prominently, John Witherspoon, he walks in. Doesn't have like a no-knock rule in that house. He just fucking walks in. He wanted to ask his son for something. And John Witherspoon sees the gun, and we get probably the best dramatic scene in the movie, I think, at this point. We definitely get the best dramatic scene in the movie, where John Witherspoon, he sees the gun, and Ice Cube does lie to him, saying, well, I just have this. He's asking, what are you going to use that gun for? He's like, I'm using this gun to walk Smokey home. You know how dangerous this neighborhood is? And he goes, God damn it, son. You kids nowadays, you're all fucking punks. You're all fucking punks. That doesn't make you a man. This makes you a man. This makes you a man. Not using one of those things, okay? That's just causing violence. Your mama and I, when we moved in this neighborhood, we want you to in that kind of stuff. We've kept you away from it for so long. Doesn't even smoke fucking weed, shit. Doesn't do any of that shit. But now I see this, and I'm just so sad. I'm so sad. He's like, put up your fucking dukes. Put up your fucking dukes. Like, this is what makes you a man, okay? Stand up for yourself. He's like, what if I get my ass kicked? And then you get your ass kicked being a man. That's how it is. You're not always going to win all the fights, but at least you're trying to win them. That's the thing that matters. That's what makes you who you are. It makes you a good person. Then Ice Cube's like, okay, so he puts the gun away. But then he goes back outside, and Chris Tucker at this point, he's just like, oh shit, we're fucked, man, we're fucked. But an opportunity has presented itself because he learns that Debo is sleeping over at fucking Felicia's place. Apparently have a hot sexual relationship. He's like, I'm going to go in there and I'm going to steal his goddamn money, my $200. And so he fucking infiltrates the back of the house, Chad. He goes in there knocking everything over. How fucking Debo and Felicia don't hear him, Chad, is beyond me. But he's in there, Chad, and where he sees Debo's clothes are, where his pants are, Chad, his stinky ass goddamn tread mark. I mean, you just see the shit stains, chat. The shit stains are prominent. They are prominent. That speech meant a lot to me as someone who grew up without a that. Yeah, it's a good speech. It's a very good dramatic moment between John Witherspoon and Ice Cube. It's probably the highlight of the film, other than the comedy and everything. In terms of the drama, that's a really good moment. But he sees where Debo's clothes are, chat, and right on top of them, like perfectly laid out, completely covering them, chat, are Debo's stinky, shit-stained underwear, chat. And there's a lot of skid marks, all the goddamn skid marks you could possibly imagine, chat. I call them the tread marks. But he sees all that shit. He goes, "Gah!" He says, God, he smells it. It's wafting. It's wafting. He fucking takes a straw out of Debo's favorite cup, and he's moving them, accidentally throws them on Debo's face, who apparently loves the smell of his own shit. He's like, oh, that's the good shit. He goes, God, mother. And he finally gets it off him, and he's searching through it. But oh no, fucking Azil, he's creeping through the goddamn house like a schmeagle. He's like, what are you doing here, vampire? And he's like, vampire, I'm looking for crack. And they start fighting. Eventually, they leave the house. And Debo, he wakes up and he's just like looking around and everything, and he's like, he missed him. He missed Chris Tucker. He missed Ezeal, and he promptly grabs the drink of the shit straw. Chad takes a sip. He's like, it tastes like shit. He's like, oh Jesus God. But then he goes back to sleep. And then Chris Tucker reports to Ice Cube about the situations, how it's just not going great. Things aren't going well, and they're like, oh shit. Well, I just want to, if I'm gonna die, I want to relax a little bit. I want to go inside your goddamn house. And he goes, all right, let's just hang out inside my house as time passes by, because it's like 8:50, and so they go inside the house, and they're just kind of waiting there at this point. And they, Chris Tucker's like, well, it's almost fucking 10. Can you walk me home at the very least? Of course, man. He grabs the gun, Chad, and they're walking home. But oh no, they see a fucking car coming, and it's like it's a van, Chad. It's one of those windowless diddler vans, the diddle the kids. And they start fucking shooting shit. They got pistols, they got Uzi. They all start shooting at fucking Chris Tucker and Ice Cube. They go, ah shit, and so they start fucking taking off running, Chad. They're jumping on cars on rooftops and things. Chris Tucker's like, I want to get you, motherfucker, vampire, please. And he starts shooting them, Chad. But he's like, he's doing all the Chris Tucker noises, shit. All the Chris Tucker noises that people just assume he does. They're in this scene right here. He does every single one. He's fucking panicking, Chad. And eventually, they take refuge. They take refuge inside of an open bed truck. You get a very funny comedic bit where they're like, "Oh, you fucking look, vampire." He's like, "Vampire, I'm not looking out there. I don't want to get shot." And they're like, "Okay, well, 3, 2, 1, we'll look." And Ice Cube kind of fakes him out. He goes, "God damn it!" You see him. He's like, "Yeah, they're coming this way." So they're all panicking at this point. Eventually, the whole neighborhood, chat, the whole block, they heard all these gunshots. They're all walking out. Everyone's super scared of the situation. It just doesn't sound good, Even they were asking Debo, "Did you see?" He's like, "I didn't even see nothing. I didn't see nothing." Apparently, they're going after Smokey, and they're going after Craig. It's like, oh no, are they okay? But then, chat, we see Debbie. She has Felicia in her hand. She's walking over towards Debo. Apparently, Debo, after he got up, he thought Felicia was the one trying to steal his money because he saw his clothes all scattered around. And he assumed she was trying to steal the $200. So he fucking not smacked her, chat, fucking punched her in the face all over her body. So she's been physically abused. T-Mac, think of the 5 minutes. You're about the Janet Jackson. Oh, that's right, Janet Jackson. I'm sorry. So at one point, chat, before all the shooting starts, so they'll put a pause right there on the Debo stuff. But at one point, Chad, at 7, Janet Jackson shows up, Chad, and she is nothing what Debbie explained before. Her whole image she created for Chris Tucker was inaccurate because Chris Tucker goes to the car and we see a very large Rubenesque woman, very large Rubenesque woman, chat, and with really messed up teeth. It's like green teeth and there's shit in them and everything. Chris was like, God damn, vampire, can't believe it. She goes, "Hi, Smokey." She's like, "Oh," and as she thrusts herself forward to get up, she promptly goes, big old fart, chat, come out of those ass cheeks. It's like a ripple effect. He goes, "Ah, shit," and she walks over and she's all being cute with him. He's like, "Ah, Jesus Christ, girl, goddamn." And at one point, chat, she has what looks to be like a blonde-colored dreadlocks, except, chat, that's not a real hair. She takes off her fucking cap, and the dreadlocks come with it, and she's completely bald. He's like, "Oh my God, girl." She's like, "What?" He says, listen, I would hang with you right now. I would hang with you right now. We would kick it right now. But I got to help my boy Craig, okay? Some bad guys trying to kill us. I want to endanger you. I'll call you later, girl. She goes, "Okay, Smokey." And she promptly goes back in the car, chat. So Janet Jackson she was a little fat. She got a little fat. Janet Jackson got a little fat. Thank you. More like Freda Jackson. That's right. Look more like Freda Jackson. Which is pretty goddamn funny. And so Ice Cube's giving him a hard time. But then, after that scene, eventually, Chad, we're back. Debbie's very upset that Debo beat Felicia. And, Debo, he's like, he doesn't want no woman talking to him in a sour manner. So he promptly fucking backhands Debbie, chat. And Ice Cube, he's like, oh, he doesn't like chat. He fucking goes over, he's like, "Fuck you, Debo." And Debo's like, "What the fuck are you gonna do about it, vampire?" And he fucking Ice Cube pulls out the gun. And he's like, "Oh, you're gonna use that on me?" And his dad sees that. He's like, "Son, don't use that. You shouldn't use that. Be a man, be a man." And fucking Debo says, "Yeah, man, be a man. Yeah, be a man like your dad when he's getting his fucking ass kicked years ago." And then boom, he fires the gun. Then we get like a flashback montage of the entire day the entire day that Ice Cube has gone through, and how it has affected his life, and like of his dad narration playing on it, chat. And like, you got to stand up for yourself. You got to be a man. Then we reverse chat. He didn't shoot the gun. It was a fake out. He didn't shoot the gun, chat. And instead, he lowers the gun, and his mother and dad promptly take the gun. And at this point, fucking him and Debo, they start having a wrestling match, chat. They start fucking punching and shit. But Debo, he's got a lot of mass on Ice Cube, so he's got the advantage, man. And he punches, Ice Cube all around, fucking flips him on top of a goddamn car, caves in a windshield, and he's fucking got him in a chokehold chair. It's like, sleep, vampire, sleep. And eventually, Ice Cube falls asleep, check, because cut off the blood circulation. And he's like, whatever. He's like, who wants me now? Who wants the fucking mess of Debo now? He says the third person. And Ice Cube, he comes to because he hears the whole fucking neighborhood cheering his goddamn name. Craig. Even Smokey's like, come on, Craig, get your fat ass up and fight him. And Craig proceeds to get up, chat, and he fucking starts beating the shit out of Debo with fucking bricks, with trash cans, whatever he can fucking get his hand on, chat. And he just starts beating the ever-living shit out of Debo, chat, until he just goes down. He goes down, chat. And everyone's like, yeah! And fucking, Joe Witherspoon is like, that's my son. That is my son. He's a goddamn man. Everyone's proud of him, everything. Debbie, she goes over to him. She's like, fucking thank you. They're not smooching, chat, but she does ask him, why don't you come on over and we can hang out when do you get up? He's like, I get up at 8:30. Why don't you come on over and we can hang out for a bit? He goes, that sounds excellent. Can't wait on Saturday. Saturday is the date that's been set. And then fucking Chris Tucker, he goes over to Debo and goes, vampire, you just got knocked the fuck out. And he takes the $200, chat, which he can then use. He can then use to pay back Big Worm, chat. So then he will be safe. And his life will no longer be threatened. Also, as he comes on over, chat, and he says, God damn it, Debo, you shouldn't be getting yourself knocked out. No, you never know what's going to happen. He starts taking all of Debo's shit. He's taking his shoes, you Bigfoot motherfucker. And he just takes everything. And eventually, Chris Tucker, and that's what, but then someone else, as Debo's coming to, Red is above him, chat, good old Red, and he punches the shit out of Debo, chat, and he grabs, like, my grandmama gave me this chain, and he also takes his bike back, chat, and he goes off into the moonlight, chat, a better man and a better person, because he got his bike, and he's got his chain. Debo, chat, he is no more, sleep vampire, that's what he says, sleep vampire. And then, Chad, eventually, we cut to Ice Cube, who is, he's turning in for the night. It's been a hell of a goddamn day. It fucking strikes 12 a.m. and he goes, and all the lights in the house, they turn off, Chad, and he promptly goes to sleep. But that's not the end of the movie. We cut back to Chris Tucker, Chad, good old Chris Tucker. And he's on the phone with Big Worm, explaining the situation. He's like, God damn it, vampire, I have your money. And he's like, listen, Smokey, I got a reputation to maintain, okay? That's why I had to be hard on you. You almost killed me and my boy. Big Worm, but I got your money, and I'm going into rehab. Okay? I'm done smoking weed. And then he hands him the phone, chat, and he fucking proceeds then to Labadoob. He's like, you didn't fucking take me seriously now, did you, vampires? And it cuts, chat. And that, my friends, that is Goddamn Friday, chat, the 1995 hood classic. There's also another scene in the movie I forgot to mention where Chris Tucker hates these two Hispanic guys. There's one Hispanic guy in particular. He doesn't want to sell weed to him because this guy, I think, hid some fucking PCP in his weed, and they just fucking stripped Chris Tucker, and he was starting seeing fucking weird demons and shit, and he's running all around fucking South Central. And eventually, he isolated himself inside a pigeon coop, just fucking terrified, chat, just shitting and pissing all over himself. That was early on in the movie too. I forgot about that scene. Hector, that's right, Hector, of course, Hector. Angel Dust, yeah, Angel Dust, PCP. That was in the movie. But that, chat, is Friday. I was just bullshitting. And yeah, that's it. I was just bullshitting. You know this, man. That's what he says. Thank you. It is very much a classic 90s film, chat. But yeah, overall, I really enjoyed it. I remember when I first saw it years ago. I always really liked the movie. It's this kind of really cool little slice of life movie with the focus on comedy. Though there is some drama. It's I guess more of a dramedy with bigger focus on comedy. But there's some good moments, chat. I mean, the scene between John Witherspoon and Ice Cube is very good. All the stuff with Chris Tucker is amazing. All the other supporting characters as well. There's just a lot of big personalities in there, chat. They all stand out. There's some iconic lines and dialogue. It's written very well. It's just funny how Ice Cube, he wrote this, or he was one of the writers. He's the weakest element. But he still manages to have some fun scenes, both Chris Tucker with John Witherspoon. But there are moments where it's like, yeah, you're not representing the material, I think, well enough based on just his acting ability. He does get better as his career went on. There's no doubt about that. But he's the weakest element. But overall, still very fun film, chat. I would give it on the DT scale. I think it holds up to this day a full price. I would give this a full price. Lady Yoli Smitty, thank you so much for gifting a sub to Benatst. To Benatst. Thank you, man. Thank you, Lady Yoli Smitty. Oh, welcome, by the way. I hope you guys enjoyed the review, too. And today it was high full price, almost better than 6. No, I understand. Oh, yeah, I got to read that. Okay, chat. Leo Smith, love your reviews. Thank you. Now, I'm glad you guys enjoyed this one. Better than the sex, says T-Mac. Thank you for the 6 biddies, good sir. Sissy Man, great review, Chris. No, thank you, guys. Yeah, no. This I knew it would be a fun one. This is one of the few comedies where I'm like, you know what? I can easily do this one because there's just so much going on, so many cool characters. It does stand out. So maybe I gotta complete the trilogy, chat. I gotta eventually do reviews for next Friday and Friday after next, chat. I gotta do it. Because here's honestly the problem with the sequels is that they have a one-note over plot. Well, the first movie didn't really have a plot. Studios were having no, exactly. It's a slice of life film. We're just kind of you follow these two characters, but they sit on the porch and the stories come to them and they get wrapped into them. It reminds me of something like Richard Linklater would do. So I really admired it for that. It was pretty cool. Oh. But I'm glad you guys liked it. And I'm running 5 out of 5 poopy bushes. DJ, do you think Filoni should lead cinematic Star Wars now? I mean, I think he's been doing a real good job. I know that he directed this most recent episode. I haven't seen it, though. We're going to do the watch party in a few minutes. We are going to do the watch party in a few minutes. But he's definitely their best idea guy, I think. He is able to he's able to do something where he's both able to balance telling a really good story, introducing cool new characters, and doing fan service and all making it work. All making it work and come together. Like, I saw that with something like Clone Wars, how he brought Maul back and Maul became a better character, how he did Rebels, and how he was able to introduce one of my favorite characters of all time, Chad, like in the expanded universe. I'm talking like the 90s with Grand Admiral Thrawn. So for me to like see Thrawn in Rebels is like, yes, I was so happy about that. So he's doing it right, man. He's doing it right. I know that he directed this most recent episode, which makes sense. It's Ahsoka. That's his baby. That's his character. A lot of people hate her at first. Some people love her. And I want to see what she's like in live action because I've not seen this episode, so I'm very, very excited, chat. But before we get into that, chat, gotta take a quick drink. I gotta read the fucking lyrics to Friday performed by Ice Cube. So where's that link? I believe someone had sent it to me. Nia Brownie. All right, chat. So to end this, to officially end the review, I will perform Friday, which is produced by Ice Cube. Here we go. Verse 1. You know it ain't no stupid all the dogs I'm dropping. It's Friday night, so everyone is a-poppin'. I got tens to spend on the hen, so let the games begin. Yakety yak, don't talk back or it's on. Calling up Earl on the car phone. Mac 10 just got out of court. Rolling through the hood in his super sport, bumming too short. 18's got the rear view mirrors vibrating. And deep dish Dayton's. You know how we do it. Ain't nothing to it but the floss. Overcrowding Harrison Ross. Cause if you fuck with ours, we leave scars. Out of G Riders' cars, living like stars. Might hit the highway on the Vegas run, fool, cause it's Friday. It's Friday, chat. I got Hook. Oh yeah, throw your neighborhood in the air if you don't care. Oh yeah, throw your neighborhood in the air if you don't care. I'm nailing it, chat. I think I'm nailing it so far. Verse 2. Standing outside on Friday living on the edge because we all got them hard heads. It seems like we're all waiting for a drive-by playing tag with Satan, but we chillin'. Yeah, we raiding and willin'. You hear about the latest West Side killing? 40 sipping, set tripping, faux dipping, pistol gripping, never slipping. BGS is trying to hang out. OG saying, take your little ass in the house. My big homie just got out. Used to be down, now he's just cracked out. He's about hard as Darth Vader in his sweetheart khakis and Chuck Taylors. Just seen him in the driveway, getting beat like a smoker of fool, cause it's Friday. Hook. Oh yeah, throw your neighborhood in the air if you don't care. Oh yeah, throw your neighborhood in the air if you don't care, fool. Verse 3. Why must I be like that Chase the cat or settle for a hood rat? Dookie braids, no dreadlocks, flying out of town with a half chicken in her cock. And I love her, cause she down to fuck around with the underground pussy hound. And her ass is big, round, and wide, jacked up, make a vampire down to ride. Smoking in doom, playing that Super Nintendo, hear a rat-a-tat-tat on the window, gave her ass that pelvic thrust. Don't trust the rubber, cause it's bound to bust. In the oven, in the nappy, I had on two, so I was happy. Cause that HIV will make your dick hang sideways, and that ain't cool, fool, cause it's Friday. Hook. Oh yeah, throw your neighbor in the air if you don't care. Oh yeah, throw your neighbor in the air if you don't care. Outro. Throw the west side in the air, throw the east side in the air, throw the south side in the air, throw the north side in the air. Oh yeah, nailed it, chat. I think I'm just as good. I think I'm just as good, chat, as as Ice Cube. Look. There you go. Nia Brownie, thank you. Thank you for the 5 biddies. That was my rendition of Friday by Ice Cube. I think I deserve a round of applause, chat. It's brilliant. Brilliant. Don't ever do this again. Fire. Encore. Students applause. No, but I'll take it. I can't speak with 5 biddies. Was that not good? Genius. Genius, chat. Genius. Oh my lord. Do it again. Nah, man. That's one and done. You gotta watch the VOD. Oh man. Oh, thank you. Firewolf, thank you for the 245 biddies. Oh, thank you guys. Thank you, Firewolf. Oh, thank you, Show, for the 10 biddies. My heart's a pitter-patter in chat. Bravo, Chris. Thank you, DeCarlix. Thank you. Batch of the 15 biddies thing. Magnificent. There you go, chat. Just turn red. I was turning red there, chat. I also be careful when I'm reading this. I'm like, okay, when I see that N-word, I gotta replace it with vampire. And I did a good job, chat. I put the vampire in there. Lady Yoli Sminny, thank you. DeCarlix, another 100 biddies. Thank you, DeCarlix. Thank you. Oh, look at all the love coming through, chat. There's the 15 minutes from Bat Shields. Thank you again. I see some love coming from Lady Yoli Sminny. Thank you, Lady Yoli Sminny. How many biddies was that? I want to make sure. 7. Thank you. And I think Shelly Finn, welcome to stream. We're doing very well with the 10 biddies. Thank you so much. Very cool. Very, very cool. Oh, very nice. Very nice chat. Excellent. UT never really did anything. UT Thrawn never really did anything and did get defeated by Space Hentai. Well, yeah, he did. And also, I had the skinny lightsabers. I want those extra thick sabers. Oh, Thrawn did a ton of shit in Rebels. I vehemently disagree. Thrawn was excellent in Rebels. I love Thrawn. It's all part of his goddamn plan, man. He bamboozled them, but he got got. Oh, Trace Vampire of Dark Colored Fred. Dark Colored Flen, please. I don't know if I can do that.